Minneapolis FBI. He too will talk about the federal investigation, and Superintendent Drew Evans from BCA will also make a few comments before we open it up for question and answer. My name is Erica McDonald. I'm the United States Attorney here for the District of Minnesota. On May 25th of 2020, George Floyd was arrested and detained by Minneapolis police officers. I'm here to talk about and make sure the community and the media is aware that we are conducting a robust and meticulous investigation into the circumstances surrounding the events of May 25th, 2020, and the police officers' actions on that evening. Really probably don't need to say this to all of you, but Minneapolis, our nation, really the world, has witnessed this incredibly and disturbing loss of life. My heart goes out to George Floyd. My heart goes out to his family. My heart goes out to his friends. And my heart goes out to the community. We are grieving, and we will continue to grieve. To be clear, the Department of Justice has made the investigation in this case a top priority. We have assigned highest of the high in my office to investigate and look at the case. FBI likewise has assigned their experienced law enforcement officers to conduct the investigation. And to be clear, President Trump, as well as Attorney General William Barr, are directly and actively monitoring the investigation in this case. I have had direct communications with Attorney General Barr and his staff, and will continue to do so. The federal investigation in this case will determine whether the actions the former Minneapolis police officers took violated any federal criminal laws, to include any civil rights violations. Federal civil rights criminal cases have categories, and one is called under color of law. In other words, if an officer, whether it be federal, state, local, or tribal, is acting under their authority and asserts or invokes the power bestowed upon them to deprive any person of any right or privilege protected by the Constitution or the laws of the United States. That is a violation of federal criminal law. It must be proven that the subject took action or did not take action when he or she knew that was wrong and chose to do it anyway. As with all matters, the investigation in this case will be comprehensive and will be conducted with the highest integrity as the community would expect. For those that aren't aware of my background, prior to being the United States Attorney for the District of Minnesota, I was a judge in Dakota County for over 8+ years. Having sat on that side of the bench and having presided over a multitude of trials, I can tell you, I can tell the community, I can tell everybody interested that it is critical, it is essential, it is imperative that the investigation is done right and done right the first time, and that is what we are going to do. This has been a rapidly evolving situation. We first learned of it in the early morning hours of Tuesday. The FBI reached out directly to me, and we have been working on this case nonstop since we were notified. We understand the severity of the situation unfolding. It breaks my heart to see what is going on in our streets in Minneapolis and in St. Paul and in some of our suburbs. And I am pleading with individuals to remain calm and to let us conduct this investigation. Give it just a minute before I blow over. We share with the FBI and we share with our state partners who are conducting parallel but independent investigations, so that is clear. We have two different investigations and conclusions and recommendations that will come from those to each of our respective offices, but we share an unwavering commitment to see that this investigation is done right, that it's done forthwith, that we act with dispatch, and that we live up to the standards the community demands. Our highest priority is that justice will be served. With that, I am going to close my comments and turn it over to Special Agent in Charge, Reiner Drolshagen from the FBI.
Thank you, Erica. Good afternoon. My name is Reiner Drolshagen. I'm the Special Agent in Charge of the Minneapolis Field Office. Echoing U.S. Attorney's comments, I'd like to say I express my complete condolences to the Floyd family. I'd also like to express my sympathy to the citizens of Minnesota, as there is extreme frustration, anger, and sadness. I also want to thank Chief Arradondo of Minneapolis Police Department. He reached out to me in the middle of the night and requested our assistance. His call enabled me to immediately reach out to the U.S. Attorney's Office to enlist their assistance. And as such, we were able to open an investigation in a matter of a few hours after the incident. Our role in this investigation is to investigate allegations of willful violations of federal civil rights. The FBI team is following the path where the facts will lead us. We are conducting a swift yet meticulous investigation. In less than 72 hours, much work has been done, but I assure you there is much more to be accomplished. I want to ensure that you understand we respond to cases like these as quickly as possible. We will follow the case to conclusion in partnership with our state partner, the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension. The FBI is a fact-gathering agency. We collect facts, and we need your help. We're asking everyone that was present before, during, and after the incident to come forward to help us build the best picture of what occurred. Each little piece of the puzzle helps us complete the big picture. If you have any information, or if you have any videos, or you know of anyone who can help us with this, I encourage you to ask them to contact 1-800.
Alright, you guys. What's good, bro? YouTube, subscribers, I'm sorry. Haven't posted anything lately. My bad on that. Let's talk about one thing. George Floyd justice for us. Now I hope you guys saw the video that I played right before my intro. They just now noticed. They just now noticed that we are getting harassed. I'm sick and tired of that. I'm really sick of it. This had it take for the FBI, for the president, and for the state attorney to notice that black people are getting killed, brutally assaulted by cops. Really? There are so many black people getting brutally assaulted, getting stopped and being held at gunpoint. Literally every single day. Stopped for doing what? Walking on the street, crossing, having a new phone, new pair of J's, new clothes, AirPod Pros, AirPods, anything. Like, the hell? We are living in a dirty ass world. This is not even funny. Now look, I'm gonna put in a second video of what happened in Atlanta. It is majorly important because I know you guys seen what's happening around the world. There's protests, peaceful ones, violent ones, aka Atlanta. I hope you guys take these in mind. For the people who's watching this, literally, if you have siblings or you still live with your family, watch this with the family. And if your little siblings don't know about this, explain to them calmly and everything. I'm gonna tell you one story. I had a friend in high school. He literally, black guy. He was a straight A student, really. But then, he had a good job. Really, he had everything. He got money. He had a good job. He was getting the newest phones and everything. Like, seriously. One day, me and him, we were walking down the street. We were literally just minding our time. It was after football season. And we were in this thing called Young Life. We were walking home, and all of a sudden, we had AirPods and everything. All of a sudden, we see red and blue lights following us, next to us. We paid attention to our officer. He's like, "What you boys doing out so late? What you got on?" He saw us with fresh fits. Literally, we were looking good. Everything we had. Now I don't want to steal I don't want to steal this, but we were looking